Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation! Rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw. Steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off. Get it hype, this man, our sport talk. Yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman. Everybody bringing heat. You don't really want to try them. Hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it. This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation? Welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. I'm so glad you're on with us today. Guys, before we jump into today's action, head over to manhourradio.com. That's where you find all the exclusive merchandise, the freshest blogs, and everything's happening with the Man Hour show. So guys, if you're rocking the Man Hour, that's the spot to rep it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, of course, subscribe so you never miss a live interactive show. That is the easiest way to stay plugged into us. But if you want the full Man Hour experience, guys, become a Picks and Pundit. That is our members-only community. We get free entry to the weekly NFL pick'ems, giveaways, exclusive merchandise, and bonus live streams that only the Picks and Pundits get. So if you want that next level access, go into the squad today. Now remember, this is a live, interactive show. Drop your thoughts, your opinions, and your hot takes down below in the comments because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, Pigskin Pundits. I want to hear from you, Old Man River. I want to hear from you, Alpha Rob, Bruins Prods, Nate, even though Nate's still mad at me, but you know what it is, I want to hear from you guys today. But guys, we do got an interesting show for you today. We got a great show for you guys today. We're going to talk about Mike McCarthy finally being named the head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and will that marriage with Aaron Rodgers happen again? Is that going to happen again? Sean Payton kicking people to the curb. This person's gone. This person's gone. This person's gone. What? And then we got a little overreaction from Overreaction Tuesday here on a Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit about Sam Darnold. We're going to talk a little bit about Drake May. Are they overrated or overreacted? We just slow it down, Buck. We need to slow it down because we are going to dive into all that and much, much more, guys. But right now, Man Hour Nation, Sean Payton has wasted no time. Sean Payton has wasted no time. Guys, Sean Payton has wasted no time. Just 2 days after the loss, he said, you know what? Broncos offense, you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough to get to the Super Bowl. And Denver Broncos, what did they do? They fire offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi. It's not a coincidence. That is a message. This team was knocking on the door, and Sean Payton decided the offense was the reason it stayed out. Now, let's start with the moment that changed everything in the AFC Championship game. A 10-7 loss to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Snow everywhere. Backup quarterback Jarrett Stidham is in for injured Bo Nix. And in the second half, the Broncos offense just gained 32 total yards. 1 first down, no drive longer than 17 yards, 1 trip into Patriots territory. That's not championship football. Sean Payton didn't sugarcoat it. He pointed the finger at himself first, but then he moved, and it came down quick. Joe Lombardi was out, along with wide receiver coach Kerry Colbert as well, and cornerbacks coach Addison Lynch. This was a reset, not a panic. But here's the part that people need to understand. Joe Lombardi wasn't calling the plays. Sean Payton was. Payton's voice was in Bo Nix's helmet and Jarrett Stidham's helmet, play after play. Lombardi was in the booth, part of the planning, part of the headset, but not the trigger puller on Sundays. So why fire Joe Lombardi? Because Sean Payton believes structure matters, identity matters, and clearly the weekly offensive plans wasn't matching what his team needed in January football. Sean Payton is ruthless about details, and this offense had too many empty possessions at the worst possible times. Now let's give credit where it is earned. The defense did his job. The defense was elite all season long. Number 1 in sacks, best red zone defense, second on third downs, top 3 in scoring defense, best yards per play in the NFL. They carried this team all season long. They won 11 one-score games in the regular season, the most in NFL history. Then they won another one-score game in the playoffs. Sean Payton led this team back-to-back playoffs for the first time in many, many years. That defense did championship-level work. The offense simply did not return the favor. Sean Payton made it clear what bothered him the most, the run game. J.K. Dobbins went down early in November and still finished as a team-leading rusher. That tells you everything that you need to know about the rushing game. 29% of their drives ended in 3-and-outs. That's near the bottom of the league. You can't live like that in January, especially when the weather gets ugly like it did in the AFC Championship game. Sean Payton wants flexibility, 2 backs looks, multiple tight ends, physical football that travels in snow and in the wind. And that's exactly what they were missing, supposedly. But here's where it gets interesting. Sean Payton is not giving up the play calling. That's not going to change. No way, no how whatsoever. So the next offensive coordinator will not be the traditional offensive coordinator. There'll be a planner, a problem solver, and a voice in the room. That is it. Internally, the candidates are Zach, Davis Webb, and Pete Carmichael. All people Payton trusts. All people who understand his system. But that dynamic can make it hard to keep top assistants long term. Not everybody wants to be an offensive coordinator without full control. Still, this move tells you something important. Sean Payton believes this team is close, really close. And he's not letting a conservative, inconsistent offense wait in elite defense again. So, Man Hour Nation, here's the question for you. Did Sean Payton make the right call by clearing house on offense, or should he be looking in the mirror since he was the one calling the plays? Guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at YouTube.com. Now, this is a live, interactive show, so let's get into the comments and discuss your thoughts. Old Man River, pigskin punted himself.
Pigskin pun. Get yourself.
He simply says yes. Sean Payton is the reason why the Denver Broncos sucked in January. Sean Payton is the reason why they gained 32 yards in the second half. Sean Payton is the reason why they gained 17 yards total on one drive in the second half. Sean Payton, Sean Payton, Sean Payton. And you know what, Old Man River? John, I could not agree more. Matter of fact, when I made a post on Facebook, facebook.com/manhour NFL Talk about Joe Lombardi getting fired, the very first comment that I seen, I believe, was from Jesse Pinkman, probably an alias. He says, "Why is Joe Lombardi getting fired? Wasn't the play caller, wasn't his offense, simply just a processor." And I was like, you know what? Jesse, you are right. You are right. But at the end of the day, I said there has to be a fall guy. Because obviously Sean Payton he can take the blame. He's like, yeah, you know what? I made bad play calls, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a fall guy. And that fall guy was not going to be Bo Nix, as he was not playing. It wasn't going to be Jarrett Stidham because he had 1 week to prepare for an AFC Championship game when he hasn't taken a snap since 2020 or 23. So the fall guy is going to be Joe Lombardi. That guy right there. Right here. Boom. Right there. That guy. Boom. Circler. So yes, I agree. I agree that it was a bad decision. I agree that, you know what, Joe Lombardi could have gone a different way. But I also agree that, you know what, something had to be done. Because the offense was that bad. You can say what you want about Bo Nix, but the offense was that bad. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. What about Bo Nix? Don't be dogging my... Bo Nix is average. Bo Nix is a game manager. Bo Nix is just going to be out there and be doing what the boss says, right? He wants... that's what Sean Payton wants. Drew Brees was a game manager. It got him a Super Bowl ring, but listen, at the end of the day, Drew Brees was a game manager. His job was to hand the ball off, let the defense win, and nickel and dime it down the field, and that's what Bo Nix does well. I'm just saying. And then John says, whoa, slow down, baby. He says it's a different team with Bo Nix at the helm. It is a different team because Bo Nix can improve bad play calling. Bo Nix can improve poor offensive line play. Bo Nix can improve piss poor running game, right? Jarrett Stidham can't. Jarrett Stidham is a pocket passer. He is not going to extend plays. He's not going to check out of stuff, right? He's a good backup. That's about it. So yes, I do agree. The team is different with Bo Nix. It's not great with Bo Nix. Still a pretty good team, but not great with Bo Nix. But yes, it is a different team with Bo Nix. I concur. But Man Hour Nation, did Sean Payton fire the right guy? That is the question. But Man Hour Nation, in less than 10 minutes, that's right, 10 minutes, that is all it took, Mike McCarthy era in Pittsburgh, before the biggest question hit the table. Does he want Aaron Rodgers back? And Mike McCarthy, to his credit, did not dodge it, didn't deflect it, didn't play the politician. He smiled and said, you know what? Why wouldn't I? That tells you everything you need to know about where the Steelers are and where they're heading. Guys, Mike McCarthy didn't just coach Aaron Rodgers once upon a time. They spent 13 years together. They won a Super Bowl together, built one of the most productive quarterback-coach relationships of the modern era. So when McCarthy says Rodgers was a great asset to Pittsburgh last season, that's not logistic. That's evaluation. Aaron Rodgers just isn't a name to McCarthy. He knows he's a known variable. He knows how he prepares, know how he processes, and how he leads a locker room. And that, the fact that McCarthy has already spoken with Aaron Rodgers, tells you this isn't theoretical. This is real. What stood out to me in this press conference wasn't the praise. It was the patience. Mike McCarthy openly said veteran players need time to decompress, to breathe, to step away from an emotional grind of a season. There's no deadline. There's no public pressure. There's no ultimatum for Aaron Rodgers. That mirrors last year, when Aaron Rodgers took his time before signing in June. And honestly, that's the smart way to handle it. You don't rush a quarterback decision when your head coach has rings and your franchise isn't desperate. Now let's talk about the rest of the room. Will Howard, 6th-round pick from Ohio State National Championship from the Kansas State University, looked promising early in camp before broken finger derailed his rookie year. Mike McCarthy lit up when he was talking about him. Then there's Mason Rudolph, who quietly keeps surviving regime change after regime change, like a quarterback coach rock. McCarthy made it clear he's excited to work with both, meaning Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. That matters because this coaching hire wasn't about a quarterback development as much as anything else. When we think of hires, this was not a flashy hire. This was a Pittsburgh Steelers hire. Mike McCarthy is just the 4th coach since 1969. Let that sink in. Let it decompress. Understand that. 4 coaches since 1969. Offensive background, quarterback developer, play caller, old school fundamental, efficiency over chaos. Art Rooney said it best to me. They weren't looking for young. They weren't chasing trends. They wanted the best coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers right here and there. And in their mind, the decision became obvious. Mike McCarthy is calling the plays. That's settled. The staff is being filled. That's fluid. And the quarterback decision will define everything. If Aaron Rodgers comes back, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in win-now mode. If he doesn't, Mike McCarthy becomes an architect of the next Steelers quarterback era. Either way, this franchise just picks stability over noise. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, that has always been the point. So, Man Hour Nation, here's the real question. Should the Steelers bring Aaron Rodgers back for one more run with Mike McCarthy, Or is it time to fully turn the page and build around the next guy, a.k.a. Will Howard? Guys, subscribe. Hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/manhour. Our man Derek's in the chat today. What's up, Derek? He says, what up, what up, what up? And he says the kicker missed 2 field goals. Now this even on the backup. What are you talking about? Oh, the Denver Broncos guy. Sure. You can blame the kickers. Kickers get blamed all the time. I get it. But at the same time, you would assume you would make more plays downfield. I'm just saying. I am just saying. But guys, we are heading right through the show today, and we are on now to Overreaction Tuesday. Hit that music, Buck.
It's Tuesday morning, the coffee's hot. Hot takes flying like a last-minute shot. They say he's washed, they say he's gold. Every week's a legend or a story untold. He's the GOAT, no, he's a fraud. A single play, they applaud or applaud. Overreaction Tuesday.
All right, now it is time for Overreaction Tuesday here on a Thursday. For those who haven't seen the segment before, let me break it down for you. Here's the deal. I'm going to throw out a hot take, a bold statement, and intense reaction to something going on in the NFL world. And then we're going to decide if it's an overreaction or if it's actually spot on. If we think it's an overreaction, guys, we're going to call it out. We're going to say, whoa, slow down, baby. That's a little too much. And it's all about dialing back so you think a little bit more perspective. But if we think it's actually legit, we are going to agree. We're going to roll and we're going to say, you know what? That's not a real overreaction. That is reality, and here is why. So if you guys are rolling with the big stakes, we'll see. It's time for Overreaction Tuesday here on a Thursday.
No middle, just debate. He's a GOAT, no, he's a fraud. The crowd on the gauge, no play the GOAT. No, he's all the reason.
Alrighty, guys, so it is time for Overreaction Tuesday here on a Thursday. And man, our nation, we need to start right here at the top. Guys, it is an overreaction to say that Sam Darnold's big game blues have officially passed. Guys, it is Overreaction Tuesday, and tonight we're talking about one of the biggest redemption arcs in the NFL has seen in years. Drop a yes or no if you can now trust Sam Darnold in the biggest stage now. Let's get into it. Guys, Sam Darnold finally did it. No qualifiers, no excuses, but the system helped him. He went toe-to-toe with the LA Rams, a team that has haunted him and he beat them when it mattered most. 1-1 away from the Super Bowl. Nobody saw this coming. No matter what happens next, Sam Darnold has already rewritten his career story. From bust to journeyman to legit quarterback on a championship team. That alone matters. And let's just be honest about why people did not trust him. Even when Sam Darnold played well in the past, there was always that asterisk. Good coaching, strong play action, elite weapons. We've seen it in Minnesota. Advanced metric painted him as average. And when the lights got bright against the Detroit Lions and the Rams, he fell apart. The collapse convinced the Vikings to move on and hand the keys to J.J. McCarthy. Now fast forward to Seattle. Same questions followed him. And when he crafted again against the LA Rams in Week 11, people felt justified. But then the NFC Championship game was different. The Seahawks needed Sam Darnold. No dominant run game, no hiding the quarterback, no training wheels, and he delivered. 25 of 36, 346 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and a total QBR of 82.9. Second best performance of the entire postseason. No interceptions. One ball even remotely in danger. He thrived as a pure drop-back passer. Season-high yardage without play-action help. He beat pressure, not avoided it. That's the part that matters the most, and that's the part that people are overlooking. For years, pressure broke Sam Darnold. Against the Rams, under pressure, he went 5 for 11 for 102 yards and threw all 3 touchdowns. No panic, no sped-up mistakes, no reckless throws. He was on time. Even when the pockets collapsed, the visual frustration we have seen in the past simply wasn't there. Seattle trusted him. They stayed aggressive late. They put the game in his hands with the lead, and he rewarded that that trust. So, guys, no, I do not think it is an overreaction. Sam Darnold's big game blues are officially gone. Does this mean he will never struggle again in a big game? No. Does this mean he is immune to criticism if he plays poorly in the Super Bowl? Also no. But the idea that Sam Darnold is disqualified to championship football, that narrative is dead. He just outplayed Matthew Stafford. He just beat a defense that lived rent-free in his head. He just proved he can win when everything depends on him. For the first time in his career, Sam Darnold's past is no longer his future. But Man Hour Nation, do you trust Sam Darnold heading into the Super Bowl, or do you think the pressure swings back the other way? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Now let's move on to Drake. Drake May. Guys, it is an overreaction to say that Drake May will not be the reason why the Patriots win or lose the Super Bowl on Sunday. It is Overreaction Tuesday, and tonight, guys, we're talking about the Super Bowl stakes at quarterback narratives. Guys, do you think Drake May decide Super Bowl 60? Yes or no? Drop your takes in the comments down below. Let's break this down. The Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, but they didn't get there playing pretty football. Against Denver, throwing the ball was basically useless. Snow, elite defense, tight windows. Drake May threw for 80 to 86 yards on 21 attempts, and yet they won. Why? Because they played New England Patriots football. Run the ball, protect the ball, let the defense suffocate you. That formula has not changed. Now, let's be clear. Drake May absolutely mattered in that game. Just not in the way people are usually framed quarterbacks. His legs were the difference, 65 rushing yards. The Patriots' only touchdowns, scrambles of 16, 28, and 13 yards. That naked bootleg late in the game on 3rd and 5, that was a season-defining play. But notice something important. May has not been asked to throw the Patriots to victory. He was not asked to, or he was asked to not lose that game. And he did that perfectly. Look at the pattern. The Patriots have beaten the Chargers, Texans, and the Broncos. 3 top 5 defenses. They average 18-point games and the 18 points per game in the playoffs. That is not an offense carry job. That is defense, discipline, and situational football. Drake May has taken 5 or more sacks in 3 playoff games. That tells you everything. This team is willing to absorb hits, shorten games, and win ugly. And when that is not changing in the Super Bowl. Actually, against Seattle, this game will not be decided by Drake May throwing 300 yards. It will be decided by, can the Patriots defense control the game? Can they force mistakes? Can they win field position? Can they stay out of negative plays? If the Patriots win, it'll be because the defense dominates and Drake May plays clean football. If they lose, it'll be because the defense cracks or special team swings. That is the truth. So, guys, no, this is not an overreaction. Drake May will not be the reason why the Patriots win or lose the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean he's not important. That doesn't mean he's not tough. That doesn't mean he's not a leader on the field. It means this team is built to win without putting everything on the quarterback's arm. Play clean, use his legs, trust the defense. That is the Patriots' blueprint. But Man Hour Nation, do you think Drake May ends up being the difference in Super Bowl 60? Or does it come down to defense and discipline? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe, hit the like button, and remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Now, this is a live, interactive show, so drop your comments down below. John says his defense will support his faults. Yes, Patriots have the better defense. Patriots have the better coach. Patriots have the better special teams. Patriots have the better wide receiver core. So, yes. Derek says someone with a D in their first name wins. Huh? So you're saying Drake May wins that game? Because I was taking teams. Seattle does not have a D in it. New England, I guess, does have a D in it, but the first name. So I mean, you said first name, so I'm thinking Drake. So you're saying Drake wins? I guess, I don't know, man. Well, what are you saying, Derek? Narrow it down for me, brother. You're making it very, very tough to understand what's going on right here today. But Man Our Nation, do you think Drake May will be the reason why the Patriots win or lose this game? Let me know. But guys, this is a short, sweet show night. We're about a half hour in. We got to call it a night. It's cold out there. Be safe. Until then, guys, we out.
Hey, now it's time to take off. Gotta keep it live and raw. Better stay tuned in. Man, our NFL talk. I know that you ready for more. They on the field, ready for war. Who's in the lead? I'm checking the score. We about to do it like never before. NFL live, uncut, raw. This is Man Hour NFL Talk.